The children of my neighbor sold my grill and my video game while I was away, and now that I sued him to recover, looking like the bad guy after everything. However, recently something happened that I simply couldn't forgive. After the pool incident, I decided to install an alarm system in my house precisely to prevent something similar from happening, and for a while, it worked. However, one day I went on a business trip, and a week later, the security company that takes care of my alarm asked why I had deactivated it for so long. I said I hadn't deactivated it, and they asked me to check what had happened because it had been about 3 days since it showed us off to them. I had already finished everything I needed to do at work, so I asked to leave early to my boss, and he let me when I got there. Now you can check if there's a part 2 by pressing share and more. My money. He calls me cruel for taking their vacation money. There not only was my alarm system deactivated, but it was also completely destroyed. Someone had found the key I hid under one of my backyard decorations and had opened the alarm box and cut all the wires. I already suspected who had done that, so I immediately checked the cameras I had also installed in my living room that weren't connected to the alarm system. And of course, there were my neighbor's kids. When I called the alarm company and they fixed everything, I also managed to retrieve the footage from their system's cameras, and there they were taking the hidden key and cutting the wires. Not only did they cause me this loss by having to fix the entire monitoring system, but they also called another random person to my house and sold my video game and grill to her. Shortly after that, I tried to resolve this with my neighbor to avoid any trouble. But when I got there, of course, he didn't believe anything I said, even though I showed him the evidence. Honestly, if he had agreed to talk and just paid for my loss, I would have let it go. But since he chose to act like that and call me a liar again, I decided to go the other way. So yes, I sued him and not only asked for the money back for the things his son took, but also asked for compensation for all the other things I had let slide before. In short, I want a good amount of money, much more than I expected. And now, my neighbor is playing the victim, saying that I'm a monster, that I took their vacation money, and that they were deeply saddened. Of course, no one in my neighborhood cares about this, since everyone knows I'm right. So far, they haven't done anything else, and it seems they've learned that their actions have consequences. But of course, if they try to do something again, I won't hesitate to handle things the same way.